Hello everyone and welcome back to Aqua Moon Tarot. I'm back again. It's been a little bit. Anyway, for those of you watching this, I really appreciate it. For those of you subscribed, I really appreciate it, especially those who subscribed while I wasn't really making any videos for like 6 months at a time. But I'm in a good space now. I'm working on it. And I just love to do this. So anyway, today's reading is basically like what's going on with you right now, what needs to be done, what's coming in for you. What I've done for each group is I, got 3 tarot cards being, energy check-in, what you're not seeing clearly or what needs to go, and then what's coming in for you. So our groups today, we have group 1 is the Amazonite, rough raw Amazonite. Group 2 is orange calcite. Group 3 is the kunzite. I also list these down in the description. And group 4 is the celestite. My theme was I wanted to pick crystals that all ended in ITE just for fun. So I was like, okay, what other ones have "ite" at the end? Anyway. The decks I'm using today, real quick: Zodiac Tarot by Cecelia, Lattari. Don't tell my other tarot decks this, but right now I think it's my favorite. I love the artwork, the imagery, and I'll gush about it in every single reading. I did the readings first, and I'm recording the intro now after the fact. Also, check out the video on my channel where I do a deck review and flip through the cards. For our oracle cards today, we're using Keepers of the Light Oracle cards by Kyle Gray. And I say this in every group, but these cards depict like ascended masters, deities, a few religious figures. It's all about the message. So if the like religious stuff, if the gods and goddesses and whatever angels don't vibe with you, that's fine. We're just reading it for the message. I really like the artwork, and it's just nice. It's different. I don't use it often. And then we have the Intuition Oracle by Monty, Farber, and Amy Zerner. I really love this deck. I need to do a deck review. Basically, Amy did custom collages for every single card, and then assigned a meeting to them, and then she and her husband Monty wrote the guidebook as to what each card means. Help access your inner wisdom. Anyway, thanks for watching. Number 2, please go to my Instagram page at Aqua Moon Visions, because someone else got Aqua Moon Tarot, and even though they're not even using their account, I can't get it. Check out my other videos. Please comment, like, share, subscribe. Seriously, it really helps. I'm doing this for free. I love doing it, but I really want to grow this channel. It actually motivates me to make more videos too. And let me know in the comments like what resonated, how it resonated. What else you'd like to see? Are there any other types of readings that you are interested in? So anyway, that is it. Go ahead, meditate on it, choose by color, crystal, by timestamp down below. However you decide to choose your group or groups, please go ahead. Again, group 1, 2, 3, and 4. Go down to the what is it called? The down below, and choose the timestamp for your group. Thank you, and I will see you soon. Hello, everyone who chose group number 1, the rough Amazonite. Here is your reading. Again, today I am using the Zodiac Tarot by Cecelia Lattari, and I will be giving you some oracle cards at the end. I have pre-shuffled everything, so I didn't have to waste your time watching me do so, but I promise you that these are all completely random. All right, so let's go. We have the 7 of Pentacles reversed, the Hermit reversed, and the Moon. Interesting. Okay, so we have 2 major arcana cards, which are big overarching themes. All right, so for your energetic check-in, how you are right now, your energy right now, we have the 7 of Pentacles. Now, this is a woman in this card, or person, who is, reaping what they have sown. They've worked long and hard to get these results, and they are just taking a moment to enjoy and really admire what they have accomplished. However, this is the 7 of Pentacles and it goes up to the number 10. So they know that they have a little bit more to go. It's not done, but it's just taking a rest. So reversed. And also Pentacles are things to do with earthly matters, health, wealth, home. I know you can't see, well, you can see health, yeah. But, family, career, money, things like that. And also you can see they also represent the earth signs. You can see that the Taurus is right here. So it's a Taurus card. So with the 7 of Pentacles reversed, your energy right now is like the opposite of what I just described. So it feels like to me that you've been working long and hard on something, especially, maybe career, maybe a family issue, working on your health. And I feel like almost you're not even at this point yet. Like you're almost there, but you're just kind of struggling internally because it still feels so far away, even though it may not be. Like you put a lot of work into it, but you feel like it's not yet time to rest and like give yourself a little break, just to admire what you've done or just to take a break from the hard work you're doing. And this could be where your stress is coming from lately, where you're energetically blocked. So with this card, I feel like the message is really just, I don't want to say like, oh, you can take a break, but you'll know, like listen to your body, okay? Because we got the Pentacles here, but also listen to your intuition. At what point can you give yourself even a little break? Like say you're in school, you're studying for a test, you're cramming. At some point, you're going to need a break. And at what point can you do that? And you have to, like, just to give yourself like an hour or two, like a nap, right? Or say, again, like something at work. You're working. All your colleagues are going out to happy hour after work and you're staying because you haven't finished whatever. It's like, you know what? Like one of the days you can go to happy hour. So something like that. It can be real serious or not serious. All right, for the second card, what are you not seeing clearly or like what needs to go? So we have the Hermit reversed. So this is the Hermit upright. The Hermit is a major arcana card. So it is not really tied to an element per se. It is it's represented by Virgo in the Zodiac. Now the Hermit, it's, Hermit, keeping away, staying to yourself, going inward. Oh, and there's a little owl. I never noticed the owl. And so I feel like, and with this card too, this imagery, I feel like the owl really speaks to like inner wisdom, right? So with this card reversed, it's that I feel like it ties into this because it's you've been hiding away, keeping yourself away from everyone and everything because you're working so hard. You feel so stressed out from whatever it has to do with this. And it may be that you're blocking your inner wisdom. You're not, you're not seeing that owl. You're not, and again, like look how this character, when I turn the card upside down, it's looking that way, like to the past, it's looking away. So it could be still that you're so focused on maybe something from the past that's blocking you, something you're afraid of facing, for your future, in like whatever. I'm trying to think. Something's I get these thoughts so fast, and my mouth can't keep up. It's that you might be trying old tactics with this situation. You're not tapping into your inner wisdom. You're not trying to think outside of the box or try things that you haven't tried before. You're wanting to stay in your lane, stay with what feels comfortable. And it could also be that, if you are, actually like avoiding people, like you're avoiding socializing, I can totally relate. It may be that because either you're afraid of criticism about said project, said issue, or you're trying to keep it just on the down low. You're trying to, I don't want to say hidden. Maybe for some of you, you're hiding something, whatever that is, good for you. That's your business. But it could be that you're not ready to tell people about what you're working on. And that's fine too. You know what I mean? But even if that's the case, the bottom line here is you need to, you know, be the hermit upright, look forward, you know, tap into that wisdom, and even possibly like come out of your cave a little bit. Maybe you do need that happy hour because you need sometimes to bounce ideas off of other people. Even if you think that they have nothing to do with the situation, sometimes getting others' outside opinions helps. I mean, granted, I would suggest for most of you, people that are close to you, that you trust their advice. Folks who are more aligned with you and how you think and do things. I mean, granted, you could have that one crazy friend that's out of the box, but as long as you trust them, I wouldn't get like wild advice from a stranger unless you're into that. Anyway, let's wrap up this reading. All right, so what's coming in for you? Like what's next? And we have the moon. So the moon is another major arcana card, and it is represented by, this is the Pisces card of the major arcanas. And it's really interesting. I like these like two little, don't tell YouTube, two little people riding fish, because the two fish are the sign of Pisces. We have the constellation. And sorry, every time I pick up this deck, I just find new things. I love this deck so much. Now about the moon. So the moon, it's very interesting because the traditional Rider-Waite Smith has this dog and wolf howling up at the moon. And there's like a lobster. And it's just real wild. Whereas you have these naked, it looks like ladies, riding fish. I mean, which could be a bit wild. And mind you, I haven't looked at these cards until literally I just flipped them over. I like to do these fresh. I think, and the moon's about things hidden underneath the surface, like covered by the dark of night. And I also like to sometimes think of the werewolf with this moon card, especially, you know, when you have the dog imagery. It's like, it's being a different person on the inside or privately, or having kind of another, I don't want to say another life, but there's a side of you maybe that people don't see. And tying that in here, it could be that this is what you're working on. It's this side of you, remember, like the staying hidden away, it's the side of you that you are not yet ready to unveil, or maybe you don't ever want to. You know, maybe you just want to do this in silence, have it work, be great, you know, I hope it turns out well. But, you know, don't forget to take that break. But it's just that you're not ready. You know, you're not ready to like have the light shone upon you. You just want to be like one of these fish, like down here hanging out, hiding away. For some of you, I would say, you know, who this applies to, like, that's fine. If this needs to stay private, that's great. For others of you, you know, if you get something done that's just should be lauded, should be congratulated, I mean, don't be afraid to toot your own horn. You know what I mean? And again, if you have to do this and have to hide this until you're ready, that's fine. Now, this card is also about like illusion. So my suggestion, especially coming up with the Hermit reversed, just coming up with the Hermit, is, how do I put this? Okay, you know how sometimes some of us, I guess I'm talking about me, you know, we can hide away. We can just, I'll have times, you know, I'm a very much extrovert and an introvert, but I need to recharge, right? And sometimes I don't want to see some people for a couple of days. You know, just I work from home mostly. I talk to people, but I just want to conserve my energy and just conserve it for myself. But it's not that you get lonely sometimes. It's just sometimes you just need interaction. Just kind of a check-in with other people. You know what I mean? So the point I think I'm trying to make, also I'm a Pisces rising, so that's why I can go on and not make any sense, is that don't get so disillusioned if you're going to be working on this by yourself, if you're going to be this hermit. Like, again, go to that happy hour. Like, you need a breather. Whether you want to tell people about it or not, while you're working on this, while this is going on, you need reality checks sometimes. Cannot stay in illusion, in illusion, delusion. Keep working hard and just, trust in your wisdom and your intuition and your abilities. But again, I really feel like for most of you, you need at least like advice or help from others. You just need to come out of your cave occasionally. Give yourself a break. Get in touch with the rest of the world. That kind of a thing. And, maybe I'm just talking to myself. I don't know. It's good advice for me, I guess. Anyway. All right. So your cards, Oracle cards. So which one's this one? Oh yeah. Keepers of the Light, Oracle cards by Kyle Gray. Again, we're not attaching any religiousness to these. This is a non-denominational reading. But your card is hope, love, and acceptance. Love is yours. Recognize your divine worth. Choose loving thoughts. I'm just going to read from the book. Let's see. I like to see what the authors have to say. Hope. Angels are gathering round you in celebration that you are finally willing to see how loving and lovable you are. Hope is here with her legion of love angels, guiding you to see that you deserve loving relationships, loving experiences, and loving acceptance from the world around you. It seems you are really moving beyond the limitations that you once had in this department, but know that whenever you do question your worth, you can call on hope to shine her golden light upon you. Your angels want you to know that they love and cherish you, and they're grateful that you're giving yourself the same support. Oh, I like that. Yeah. Yeah, hope. Especially hope for like whatever this is. Anyway, that was really nice. Okay, now we're going to do the Intuition Oracle by Monty Farber and Amy Zerner. So this is the front of the card. I consider this the front of the card. Isn't that beautiful? Oh gosh, the imagery in these cards. So, Amy does the collages, and then Amy and her husband work on the messages. So what you got is the friend. I am my own best friend and magnetize other loving friendships. See what I said about friends? There you go. And that's fresh out my brain. Okay. If you are seeking to make new close friendships or bring more love into your life, you should try to love yourself more. Be your authentic self as best you can, and that will attract more love to you. Also, do not dismiss the possibility that love may come through an introduction from friends, or that it might start out being a platonic friendship. No matter whether it is someone you already know or someone you have yet to meet, the important thing is whether or not the relationship is one built on a solid foundation of mutual respect. Be careful if you display the all too common tendency to think that someone who is nice and kind must be weak and boring. Too many people are looking for excitement because they think that uncontrollable, unpredictable uncertainty is what love is. Real love is exciting because the two of you care so much about each other and show it in every way. And again, that also goes for friendships. Oh my gosh. And remember how I was talking about friends here? Like, taking a break with friends, reaching out to friends. I mean, you're your own best friend here with this hermit, and you can trust in yourself. But, hopefully you have these close, trusted friends in your life that can assist with this, just give you support, give you a break. Or, do you need to magnetize that? Do you need to put yourself in situations where you're meeting the type of friends that are more like you, that get you? So anyway, I hope you all enjoyed this reading. Thank you so much for tuning in, and keep checking back to the channel. I am inspired to make videos more often. Also, please check out my Instagram. I'm much more active there. That's Aqua Moon Visions, and I will check y'all later next time. Bye. Hello, those of you who chose group 2, the orange calcite. Beautiful specimen. All right, so for your reading today, I did pre-shuffle, so you wouldn't have to watch me awkwardly shuffle on camera, but I promise these are completely random, and I do also have some oracle cards for you to wrap up the reading, so stay tuned for that. Again, hopefully this resonates. If it doesn't, there are other groups to choose from. I do also have other videos, but thank you for tuning in. Okay, so for your energy check-in position, we have the 10 of Pentacles. Gorgeous. Pentacles, again, are earthly matters, home, health, wealth, career, money, things like that, mostly like tangible things. And the 10 is the final card in the numbers of the suit. So it's, the end. This is having it all. This is reaching the end. It doesn't have to be the end, but you know what I mean. It's the best. 10 is the highest number. So for this one, it's, these people sitting down, they're enjoying each other's company. They have these beautiful pentacles. They're reaping what they've sown and they're enjoying each other. And there's definitely the center figure that's sticking out to me. The other smaller figures are looking up at them. And I feel like definitely this person in the middle is you. I feel like you're the glue. People always say like you're the glue that holds things together, or you feel like you are. Now, this is kind of plain and simple, but what I'm getting for this one is it's kind of black and white to me. It's either you have this, you're at a good place right now, with your home, with your career, with your money. You're like, okay, I've just got here, going to sit down and have a breather. It's feeling good. It's good. It's new, or it's neutral. Or on the other hand, this is what you are hoping to achieve. This is what you're dreaming of. So this is what you're working towards, this 10 of Pentacles. And again, you are the one who will bring all of this together, whether it's like having a family, mending old, relationships that went sour, or it's, you having it all and really through your own achievements, achieving things in your career, with your wealth. So it's either you have it and you're good, pretty good right now, or this is what you are going for. So what are you not seeing clearly, or what needs to go? All right, we have the 6 of Pentacles. Oh gosh, it's so cute. So pretty. Again, Pentacles, earthly matters. Now with this one, in the original Rider-Waite-Smith deck, this is the card. Sorry, I keep messing with my mic. Keeps moving. This is the card where there's a person, a male-looking figure, and he's looking down at these two people that are like kneeling at him, and he's giving him money or food or whatever it is. This card is typically about, giving or receiving. Now, for this one, and it's so interesting too, there's the scales here, which is not, it's not in the original. For this one though, obviously scales balance. It's a balance of give and take. There's something it's like you're not seeing that something is unbalanced right now, or it's like you do, but you're not sure how to go forward. You're either, especially if it has to do with like you building something, like you wanting to be here, you're not seeing the help that's in front of you. Like you don't have to do it all. Remember how I said like you're the glue? It's so interesting because this character looks like this character. You are either not accepting help, or you're just not seeing the assistance that could be offered to you if you would only ask, right? Now, for others of you, it could mean you're overgiving, right? You could be overgiving to people or situations in your life that are hindering you from getting what you want in terms of these earthly matters. Also because we went from a 10 to a 6. So let's say not that it's a bad card, but that's a downgrade. So it's either, you need to accept help, or you need to, sorry, I get more, I get so many things in my head and I can't say them quickly enough. But it's either giving or receiving. But for this card, because it has the scales, again, I'm getting something about balance. There's just some balance needed. And maybe it's like you need both. You need to give and you need to receive in order to get here where you need to be. I'm sorry if this is making noise. I should have worn a different shirt. And oh gosh, there was something else I wanted to say. You can tell I'm doing this live. It's something, I mean, with the moon imagery. And again, we have these like the eyes, you know, like the evil eye. I'm getting with the evil eye. So obviously I'm getting protection, right? Like you need to, especially because it's coming up in both of these, you need to protect yourself. And if you're into this, I mean, like protect yourself energetically. There are times when you could be working on things and doing things or having things happen in your life that are great. And people, whether, you know, you're aware of it or not, you know, they may congratulate you, but then in their minds or to others behind your back, they are, you know, saying bad things because they're jealous. Oh, this will never work. It'll never end up working out, you know, things like that. And so it's kind of, it's not putting a hex, but it's just sending out negative energy towards you, whether you realize it or not. You probably don't. And so again, if you subscribe to this whole notion of energy and people sending it and receiving it, I feel like you to really prosper and to get further to where you want to be, you also just really need to keep things close right now. Maybe, I mean, you know, ask for help from those who you trust, but whatever you're working towards, don't advertise it. You know, I mean, if you feel it's right, great. Or to like your close group of friends or family who you trust, who really want the best for you. But I just feel like that and maybe that's what the imbalance is too. Like it's just something's off energetically. And I just feel like you just need some sort of protection. Now, I'm not a professional witch, but there are plenty of good resources online and Instagram and YouTube. I don't do TikTok. About ways to energetically protect yourself. Anyway, that really caught me. All right. And then what is coming in for you next? Ooh, we got fire. Okay, so we have the Three of Wands. Look at that moon peeking out. Look at that. That's so cute. I just love these cards. Okay, so what's coming in for you? So the Three of Wands. So the Three of Wands is, okay, it's time to go. Now, the two before it represents when you are searching for your next goal, searching for your next dream, when you're planning. The Three of Wands is, okay, I know what I want to do, or pretty much, and now it's time to enact the plan or figure out the plan. Like, you know what you want to do, you've decided. So we've graduated from the Two of Wands. You've picked your wand, right? And you're going with it. And so I feel like, and it's again, like, so if we're looking at like the images, this person is looking forward. So this is like looking towards the future, obviously. And this is for your, like, obviously, this is whatever this has to do with, it's your future. So potentially for some of you, since this character is looking away from all these pentacles, you may be focusing too much on like relationship issues. I mean, sorry, like family, like who's in your home, your close friends, your family, the people you consider your family, or your career, your money, things like that. It's like maybe you've been focusing so much on that it's time to, you know, like work on something else, right? Especially if you already feel like you have this. And if you don't have it, sorry, I'm going to unclip my mic. I got to hold it. If you don't have it, it's just like you need a distraction. You've been so caught up in this matter, the Pentacles matter, whatever that is for you, that you need some levity. Sorry. So the Wands are fire. So it's passion, it's creativity, it's sexuality. It's like things that light your fire, right? So you need something to light your fire, because maybe to get here, you need a little like kick in the butt, okay? You'll light a fire under your butt to enact like a new plan, a new way to get there. Or, you're working on this, you're good, but you just need a distraction. You need something else, a side quest or a side hobby, a side hustle to take your mind off this. Because sometimes when you put a project aside that you've been working on for so long and you go to something else, when you come back to it, you have fresh eyes. Maybe you'll have gotten new insight, new clarity when you've been doing this, something else. And there's the moon. And it's very interesting. You have the moon in both of these cards. And, obviously, well, sorry, if you're listening to this around April 12th, 13th, 2025, we are having the full moon in Libra in about 24 hours. So this could mean that really potent times for you for manifesting or working on things is either a waxing moon. I don't know if this is necessarily, but I'm saying waxing because we work on things when the moon is growing, right? When the moon is, when the moon, after the full moon, the moon starts to wane, right? That's good for like banishing things, getting rid of things, getting rid of habits. So because you're working on something, I feel like if you're going to do any kind of manifestation, any rituals, or just meditation and mantras about this, if that's what you're into, the full moon and then the waxing moon, the growing moon, right? Now, after the full moon, it starts to wane. So, you might not want to do it then. Anyway, all right. Well, I hope this fit. Okay. Now, your oracle cards. Sorry, I have to figure out where I put them. I have so much stuff around. You can't see. All right. So we have Lord Ganesh from Keepers of the Light Oracle card by Kyle Gray. And let me find the book. Sorry. And I took my mic off and I'm holding it. So I hope that doesn't mess with the audio, but I'm not going to re-record this. Okay. Lord Ganesh, infinite abundance. And this says, obstacles are being removed, spiritual support and connections are increasing. All right. It's important at this time to move beyond the limitation of it's not meant to be and focus on if this is for my highest good, then the universe will take me there safely. Ganesh is not only bringing a clear light to your external situation, but also helping you clear up any inner conflicts. When obstacles arise, know that they are just reminders that you care about your path and that you have the ability to change your current situation. Ganesh is here to help you. Thank him for clearing the way. To increase your connection to him, you may want to chant in Sanskrit. I'm not going to get this correctly. I'm just going to show this to you. And again, you don't have to go with like the religious connotations of these. I just like the messages. So see that bottom line? Because I'm reading from the book for the extended message. So that's the Sanskrit chant if you want to do that. But otherwise, just take the message. So it's very interesting. And again, I totally pull these like randomly. Sorry, I've got a lot of stuff and my legs are going numb. Yeah, infinite abundance, which is so interesting because you have all the, this card about abundance. All right. Then we have the Intuition Oracle by Amy Zerner and Monty Farber. Okay, so isn't that gorgeous? So you have the card Spectrum, and look at that beautiful rainbow in the back. These cards are collages by Amy, and she and her husband do the messages in the booklet. All right, Spectrum. I root out and reject prejudice in myself and others. Let me read you what they have to say about that. Let's see. Okay. Just as the spectrum appears to be emerging from the sea on her magic living tidal pool rock, humanity is still emerging out of the dark ages. While no sea water seems to be clinging to her, our culture has many negative traits clinging to it, including some that are hideously primitive, occurring in far too many places around the world. No one wants to be prejudged. The root of the word prejudice. Oh, no one wants to be prejudged. The root of the word prejudice. Sorry. Yeah. Prejudice is an inaccurate, faulty, and ultimately dangerous tool of those too lazy, too frightened, or too unintelligent to wait until they have gotten to know the human being whom they are most often wrongly prejudging. Those who allow their prejudices to infect their thoughts and actions do not realize the disservice they do to themselves as well as the object of their prejudices. We must all do what we can to imagine what it is like to be the victim of prejudice and adjust our actions accordingly to avoid prejudicial behavior. Even those who are not prejudiced may themselves be the victim of prejudice by people whose hurtful experiences have damaged their capacity for empathy and self-restraint of their knee-jerk reactions and negative beliefs. We all have them, and the only thing we can do to mitigate the hurt they cause ourselves and others is to beware of our prejudices and to remember that we are all children on the spectrum of life. That's interesting. It's a very interesting take, like having prejudice from the spectrum. So I feel like, let's see. I feel like with this one, it's just like extra message. I feel like, again, this is the first time I'm seeing these all together. This could be, remember when I said about the evil eye talk I gave you? This could be someone who is or will be prejudiced against you once, you reveal what you're working on, your plans. And, if that's the case, shake it off. Otherwise, I feel like you should not be prejudiced to maybe the help that comes in. I really am feeling it tied to this card, especially what you're not seeing clearly, or what needs to go. It's the prejudice, or it's like a type of person or a certain person, right? You're like, oh no, they're not on my level. They could never do this. They don't know what they're talking about, or they have no clue about whatever subject you're talking about, whatever you're working on, right? But the thing is they might. You just need to talk to them. Just because of how they look on the outside does not mean they're going to be bad on the inside. Anyway, don't judge a book by its cover. Okay. I hope that fit. I really like these cards. I thank you so much for listening to me ramble, and please check out my tarot posts. I try to do at least the full and new moons on my Instagram at Aquamoon Visions, but I'm also working on doing more readings to do with whatever astrology transits are going on, like the big ones, or just, energy check-ins, things like that. And also, please feel free to leave me comments. Like, what do you want to see? Like, what, now that I'm trying to do this more, what kind of readings would you like to see? Or deck reviews, things like that. Anyway, thanks so much. Check you later. Hello, everyone who picked group 3. How do y'all do 3? I don't know. Anyway, thank you for tuning in. I just want to say, if this does not resonate, or if you were drawn to other groups, please check them out. And I also have some other great videos on my channel, and hopefully more soon to come. I also have a new microphone, so I'm seeing how that goes, and hopefully it stays straight on my shirt this time. Anyway, I have pre-shuffled the cards, so you don't have to watch me, finagle with that and waste your time. But I promise you, this is the first time I'm seeing all the cards together. So I'm going to do your reading first with the tarot, and then I have some oracle cards that, again, I've already pre-shuffled. Stick around for that. Okay. So for your first card, this is your energy check-in. What's going on right now? What are you feeling? What's your vibe? All right. So we have the Ace of Swords reverse. This card. Oh gosh, I just can't get over it. These are so pretty. They're so pretty. Look at the imagery. And every time I see these cards, I notice different things in them. If I didn't mention it in the intro, because I haven't done the intro yet, I have a deck review on my channel for this gorgeous, gorgeous deck by Cecelia Lattari. Okay, so Ace of Swords reverse. Okay, so you see how the sword's coming down, or I feel like it's coming down from heaven or wherever. And this person's taking it and they're getting this crown, or, you know, they're catching a crown with their sword in the air. Anyway, it's like taking power, right? And it's you're being given something. You're being given this. Also, the swords are the suit of air. So they have to do with things of the mind, mental things. You know, how you talk to yourself, your mental health, how you communicate with yourself and others, you know, short distance travel, technology, things like that. All the stuff that goes wrong during Mercury retrograde, yeah, think of that kind of stuff. Air. Anyway, okay, so it's upside down, right? So this is where you're at right now. So I think for some of you, and this just came to me, is you feel like an opportunity has passed you by, or you're missing something. And again, because it's air, it's all like up in your head. It's very, you know, this is head over heart. This is, it's like for some of you, you're not able to grasp something, like say you're studying something, right, in school or whatever. There's something you're working on and you're having a hard time. It's like you're not mentally able to grasp something right now, and it's really bugging you. For others, it feels like, you know, it's an opportunity that you feel like has passed you by or is passing you by that had to do with, how do I put this? Your expertise, your knowledge, right? It's like, or like, it's like say it's a job position that you didn't get, and it has to do with thinking. I'm trying to think of the good words because I'm not in any kind of jobs like this. Like, you know, technology. But it's like something passed you by and you feel like it's because you weren't smart enough. Like you didn't have like the knowledge, you know, like if it's about a job and you lost this opportunity to someone else, you feel like, was I not good enough mentally? Was I not quick enough? Was I not smart enough? Right? So it's just something. Yeah. And also, sorry, just getting this. For others of you, it's literally letting an opportunity go on purpose. It's giving something up. It's because it's placed like this. It's like this person's just dropping the sword down and dropping the crown. It's like, I don't want this, you know, especially mentally. I cannot mentally take this on right now. Oh, yes, that's it. Yes. Okay. So, yeah, something out of your grasp, something passing you by, or not wanting to take something on, especially mentally. Cool. All right. Now, what are you not seeing clearly, or what needs to go? Ooh, gorgeous, gorgeous. Queen of Cups. Oh, look at that. I love that so much. Now, with the Queen of Cups, this is cups are water, obviously, the suit of water. So water is, let's see, it's heart, it's emotions, it's usually, I mean, creativity is wands, but I like to say this is creativity, like things that just get to your heart, like things that just make you feel so good and warm and gooey inside. It's also and it's about relationships. So, I mean, that's also personal relationships, familial relationships, maybe close coworkers, close friends, things like that, as well as romantic relationships. Okay, so look at her. And then like the water's coming out. She likes pouring it a little bit. I really like the imagery in this. Sorry. Just because they're like so much, they're somewhat, oh, focus, please. Hold on. No, there we go. Okay, they're so much like the Rider-Waite-Smith deck, but the artist has like done their own thing as well. So you get the vibe, you know, like when learning tarot, I wanted to learn the Rider-Waite-Smith first, and then I know what the cards mean, so I can look at different cards, different decks by different artists, and I can see what the artist is trying to do, and I can pick up, you know, intuitive clues, but from the images. But I also like to know what the original card is, represents. Anyway, that's just me. I digress. Okay, so Queen of Cups. So Queen of Cups. She has got it together emotionally. She is warm. She is compassionate. She is kind. She is that if you were in school and you had a really awesome lunch lady that was just so nice and precious and she really liked you and she gave you an extra helping of macaroni and cheese when people weren't looking, and she's just, or that grandma, that was just the sweetest, kindest, or hopefully is with us, the sweetest, kindest, most giving, just feels like a warm hug. Like their energy feels like a warm hug. That's what I feel like with this, but she keeps it together. Very a good person to lean on. And again, and so with the suits, the pages, the knights, the queens and kings, they can be real people or they can just, be energies. So if this is a person in your life that is either there or coming through soon. And let me check my mic. This is who you need to turn to, because I feel like, or you need to turn towards an energy like this. You need to kind of become this, using your heart over your head, possibly, with whatever happened here, with whatever you're not taking up, whatever you feel like you've been passed by with, whatever's out of your grasp. I think you need to take a break mentally, and you need a chocolate chip cookie and a big old hug. No, it's just that it's like you need to either be this person for yourself, or you need someone like this right now. It's like, all right, put down the books, stop studying for a bit, and go find your best friend who makes you feel so good and go watch some shows on Netflix, right? And just get out of your mind, get out of your head, and be more heart-centered. Maybe really get down to the bottom of it in your heart. How are you feeling about this? And maybe looking at it from a heart-centered perspective, however you take that, will help you along. Maybe even just at the very least, to help you feel better about this. Or at the very best, maybe give you better solutions, to remedy this or to move on from this. But your thoughts and whatever's going on here, you got to get out of your head. Okay. What's coming in? Oh, so pretty. Oh, look at that. The sun. Look at that. Look at that. So you don't need to worry about this. Okay. That's so gorgeous. That's interesting. We have the moon and the sun in here. There's moon imagery. Okay. So the sun, it's a major arcana card. This is a big overarching theme. So what's coming in for you is, I feel like this is like you being highlighted. It's your talents. It's what wasn't meant for you passed you by because something better was coming along. Like there's something better at the end of the rainbow. There's a pot of gold and a little kid that needs to put some clothes on. But it's like, sometimes it's so hard to see it when you're in it. And I know this is so cliche, but trust me, I've been there. I think most of us have been there. It's like, there's something you wanted so badly, something you were working on so badly, and it really took you over mentally. It maybe caused stress and anxiety. And by redirecting, either literally doing a pivot, say with your career or a new relationship, or just redirecting your focus and your thoughts, letting it go, it allows for so many more things, good things to come in. It's like that quote that's saying, what is meant for me will not pass me by. That's what I really get with this reading. And so it's okay that this didn't work out, whether you let it go or it's something you feel it got away from you. But by taking a more heart-centered approach, you will have this really great opportunity, this great time. Or maybe this is also just getting out of your head so you feel like this, right? Like with therapy or something like that. If it's not really anything in particular that got by, maybe that got by you. Maybe it's that like you just can't get a grasp on like feeling good mentally, right? So you need a therapist, a good therapist, or someone to talk to, friend kind of thing. Not everybody has access to therapy, and that's awful. That's another story. But you can get to this. You can have this. Just know that if you don't feel like this, it's coming. Anyway, all right, I digress. Oracle cards. First, we have the Keepers of the Light Oracle card by Kyle Gray. Now, most of these are like angels, ascended masters, deities from different religions. So just put aside the religious part if you want to. We're going for the messages, but the artwork's beautiful. And I haven't used this in a long time. So we have Lord Shiva, Transcendence. Rise up. Honor your inner force. Steps are being given. Dance with the universe. Interesting. Steps are being given. So like you're going to have those steps to get here, right? To go from here to here. Oh, let me read from the book what the author has to say. Okay. Lord Shiva, Transcendence. Lord Shiva is with you right now to awaken your sense of connection to life itself. You are moving through a deep transition, and things will be clearer from this point. You will know exactly what you need to do and where you need to be. This is a powerful time as you will transcend the limitations. Oh, sorry. I wasn't recording. This is a powerful time as you will transcend the limitations that others have set for you. It is a time of innovation, ideas, stargazing, soul traveling, and soul revealing. Shiva, the Lord of Dance, is here with his sacred sound of Om to lead the way. Sorry, I'm going to leave that. I'm not going to edit that out. For some reason, I thought I forgot to press record. That's so me. Anyway, that was beautiful. Yeah, I really think that ties in. Okay, the Intuition Oracle by Monty, Farber, and Amy Zerner. This is the front of the card, the collage piece. Isn't that pretty? And again, every time I see this deck too, I just notice different things. All right, so you got the Creator. I love playing the wonder-filled game of life creatively. Well, that's nice. I think that really reflects on this card. Let's see what the author has to say. The authors. Let's see, is it this one? I had it marked. Nope. Sorry. I had them bookmarked, but then my pages are sticking together. Excuses. Okay. Now is the time to explore your creative talents. Creativity soothes the soul. Creating your life every day is an art, and we are all artists. Writing, making art, music, and movement all create a ritual space in our lives to restore our connection with the quiet voice of our higher minds and to benefit from its wise guidance. Make time in your busy life to simply play without looking for results from your fun, or you are depriving yourself of one of the main reasons for living. See, I told you. To demean the importance of games and fun is to demean the importance of life. The refreshing joy, exhilaration, and skills learned from play can help you solve your problems. The challenge is to recapture the sense of adventure, wonder, and playfulness of a child. Children see a situation and ask questions and make statements that can enable an adult who thought they knew everything about the situation to learn something completely new about it. Oh my goodness, that's beautiful. Yeah, I mean, so okay, remember how I talked about this isn't mostly the wands of the creativity cards, but I feel like heart-centered creativity. And I mentioned that. And I really feel like this really ties in well with these. And it's just getting away from the mental stress, the negative thoughts, things like that. I know it's easier said than done, but it's dance with the universe. I talked about dancing in this one, dancing in this one. So it's just bring some fun, bring some play into your life. Maybe that'll also help. That will also help with this situation here. Anyway, thank you for listening to me ramble on about this reading. And I really appreciate you tuning in. You can catch me on Instagram at Aqua Moon Visions, where I post at least twice a month with new moon and full moon readings, but I've been trying to post more pick a card readings having to do with different major astrological transits that are going on and just energy check-ins. Anyway, Thanks again, and I will see you soon. Bye. Hello, everyone who chose group 4, the Celestite. It's taken a few knocks, but it's still one of my faves. It's so beautiful. I mean, they're all my favorite, but if I had to choose. Anyway, thank you for tuning in. I have already pre-shuffled your cards, so you don't have to watch me fumble with those, but I promise you that this is the first time I'm seeing them all together. So we're doing it live, completely picked at random. I also have some oracle cards for you. I will show you after I do this reading. So let's get into it. So for your first card, this is your energy check-in. What's going on with you? What are you feeling? Okay, Tower. This is the way to start a reading right here. And if this is you, I'm sorry. And if it's not you, well, then there are 3 other groups. I like this card, especially in this, every group I've been fawning over the artwork. I just love this artwork. Okay. So lightning has struck the tower and people are jumping out of it, falling out of it right now. It's either your energy, you feel like something has struck from out of the blue and it's upset. It's overturned the apple cart. It's upset the apple cart and the way that you were going, your trajectory. Now, this doesn't need to be bad. For some of you, it's like this crazy opportunity that just came in out of the blue, or this great idea that really helped you, that just came in and like really helped you along with a problem or a project, right? Now for others, this could be unforeseen, I don't want to say tragedy, unforeseen shakeups that aren't that great, right? I mean, we've all had them. And the thing is with this, especially if you're the latter, the third one, it's that, sometimes things have to come down to be rebuilt better. Just say like this tower was really old and decrepit, and like the city was like, we're not going to give any money for restoration. Even though it's like, say, like a couple thousand years old, we're, whatever, we're just going to let it ride. And if it falls, it falls. Okay. And then guess what? Lightning struck and it's coming down. But they realized, you know what? This was a beautiful piece of history. What we should do is restore the damaged parts and restore the rest of it as much as we can to make it look beautiful and to honor like the traditions of this city, this land, whatever, these people that built this. Sorry. And so I feel like if something has happened from out of the blue, if something was taken away, if something was destroyed in your life, it was not always, not for some of you, but for most of you, it was likely that it needed to go, or it's just something that needed to be broken so it could be fixed. Okay. Now, for those of you where, this could be that flash of insight, something coming in from out of the blue that, because I mean, I don't always get negative with this card. I don't know why people are so scared of it. For those of you where it's like maybe a better situation of something coming in from out of the blue, again, it's going to change your mind. It's going to change your mindset, or like the ideas you had about something. So be it a project, a path, a person, you'll find out this information and like, whoa, okay, like let's still go with it, but time to pivot, time to redesign, time to make some tweaks that we really didn't think that we needed to before because of this thing that came in. Okay. It's a major arcana. I'm sorry if I didn't say. It's a major arcana card. So this is not tied to any of the suits, earth, air, fire, water. This is a big overarching theme. So this is something, and I'm honestly like, I am reading this in mid-April of 2025, but this reading is timeless. I think those of you who are watching it and it's close enough to this date so you can remember what's happening. So literally last weekend we just had Mercury retrograde go back, go direct on retrograde. And tomorrow we have a Libra full moon and Venus goes direct. So we had like Mars in retrograde, and then Venus went in retrograde. But when Mars went out of retrograde, then Mercury went, into retrograde. And we've had eclipse season for most of this year so far. So there's been a lot of stuff. So I really feel like with what's going on right now, the transits, some of y'all went through it. Anyway, all right. What are you not seeing clearly, or what needs to go? The Knight of Wands. Okay, so this is a suit. This is the suit of fire. These are the wands. So fire represents like passion, creativity, sexuality, like things that, light a fire under your bum, things that get you going, right? Oh, interesting. And again, I always notice things every time I use this deck. All right, so this knight, and there's fire in both of these. Interesting. Okay, so the Knight of Wands is a very quick moving knight. There's just two in the deck that are quick. There's two that are slow moving. This guy is like, for this person, ready and raring to go now, for better or for worse, right? So it's like, don't run into a burning building. But also like, hey, if you got like a great idea, or you got something that, you're real fired up about, like, let's just go with it. So again, okay, so for you folks, so where this was a more positive thing, like the insight, things like that, I feel like you need to take it and run with it. This is it. This is something that changed the game in a good way, and it's really going to like light a fire in you. For those of you who maybe this was not a great situation, it's like, don't run into a burning building. Like, what am I trying to say? Like, I can think it, I'm thinking it, but I just can't put it into words, as is often the case. So I feel like for this, it's like this want to run into this burning building to salvage whatever you can, because like it meant so much to you, maybe, right? This relationship, this project, this job that was damaged or destroyed. But it's like, sometimes you just need to take your losses. I just, like when I'm thinking about that, I see the flames and I'm like, oh no. But like for the others of you where it's positive, I'm like, yeah, lighted everything on fire. Yeah. Also with the pages, the knights, the queens, and the kings, sometimes they could be an actual person in your life or you. Okay. So this, obviously this I see this as you, or it's an energy, or both, right? All right. I hope that resonated. What is coming in for you? Oh, nice. Eight of Pentacles. Look at that. Working hard. And in no shoes. That's great. So the Pentacles are the suit of earth. So matters of health, wealth, home, career, finances, things of the earthly plane, earthly matters. Now with this, so the 8, so we're almost at the 10, right? There's 10 numbered cards in every suit. So you're getting real close to the 10. You're working on things. Oh, and again, we have fire. And so this isn't even a fire suit card. This is an earth suit card. But there's like the fire. So, okay. Sorry, I get really excited when it just clicks. So this is that, remember what I told you? Okay, so for those of you where this was a positive energy right now, like whatever came in or is coming in that's going to change things for the good. And I said, go for it, let it light you up. This is you working on it. This is you going with it. And this is like you creating your success. Like this is working out because you saw an opportunity when something came in from out of the blue. Okay. I love that. And then for those of you, again, where this wasn't so positive, and I said, don't run into the burning house. Okay. I feel like that it's coming at me. I got another flash of insight. I think for those of you where this was negative, and again, you're having to like rebuild from the ground up or just like restructure, repair this project, this relationship, this big thing. I feel like this is you doing it. This is you making the repairs, okay? Or making it something better. And again, you're almost there. You're almost at that 10. Yeah. I really like it. I mean, for either if you're one or you're the positive side or the negative side of this, is just like, that hard work is going to pay off. And you're going to see the fruits of your labor. But what's coming up next for you is like, got to put your head down. You gotta work on it, because for whatever this is, like if it's the good for you, if it's positive, you have to strike while the iron's hot. If this is negative, then it's like, okay, like time to pick up, time to go, time to pivot. There's no time to waste. I mean, again, Earth is like slow and steady, and this person's sitting. Hey, sorry for the cut. So I had gotten done with the reading and then realized that my microphone was out of battery. So if the sound is worse, I'm sorry. Anyway, luckily it cut out like right when I was finishing this. So we're at the Oracle cards. I hope that this resonated for you. This was honestly, if I didn't already say this, I don't remember what was cut yet, but this might be my favorite one of the whole pick a card reading. Because the Tower can be a real transformative thing. Anyway, okay. So your cards, crap, where'd I put them? Oh. Your Oracle cards, we have Keepers of the Light by Kyle Gray, Faith, Humanity, and Benevolence. Again, if you're not into the religious stuff, just disregard. We're pulling these for the messages, but I really like the artwork in this and like the different, the messages and the vibe. All right, Humanity and Benevolence. Stay calm, trust the good in yourself and others, see the light in the world. Again, see the light, see all this fire. Okay, what does the author have to say about this card? Stay calm and breathe. You are a divine being of love who has done so much good in the world. You may be going through personal transformations and feel that you're not getting anywhere, but Archangel Faith is drawing close to guide you beyond the limitations that your ego or fears have created for you. You may be trying to work out whom to trust. First, trust yourself. When you do this and recognize that you are made of love, you will attract those who reflect that love and can enjoy true friendships and loving relationships. Know that good is here to stay. Well, that's lovely. Okay, and then Intuition Oracle by Amy Zerner and Monty Farber. Should I move this up a little bit so you can see everything? This is the front. So it's a collage that Amy makes, and then she and her husband do the meanings for the cards. You got the Improviser. I effortlessly adapt to deal with unexpected circumstances. Isn't that cool how this, like literally, these were all random. And I think it's so much fun. It's so cool how most of the time, like these cards come out and they just connect so beautifully. Like we had the fire, the faith, have faith in, what you're building, what you're rebuilding. Have faith in yourself, most of all. And then, adapting and dealing with unexpected circumstances. Okay, so let me see what they have to say. It's a little long, but it's really nice. The ability to improvise requires a deep understanding of your subject, whether obtained through formal study or dedicated practice or both, and the fearlessness to not go by the book, but to let go of all your training and allow your instincts to guide you. The skill of improvising is another essential ability to ensure that you can deal with whatever life throws at you. It is the complement to making your base secure, the skill of the homebody. We can be as prepared as we can, but still need to be able to deal with the unexpected. All expectations are reasonable. No one is guaranteed another breath, let alone winning the lottery. Many of our fears about the future and the unknown are the result of being afraid that we will not be able to successfully deal with unexpected events. Remember the times you dealt successfully with out-of-the-blue challenges and improvised in the face of rapidly moving situations. It is also a good idea to take the time to do some energy exercises and calm ourselves. Even the best improviser cannot function well when they allow themselves to become overwhelmed with anxiety. There you go. Oh, that was great. I think so. Anyway, I hope this resonated for you. Please subscribe to me here at this channel. It helps a lot. Let me know if there's, stuff you'd like to see in the future. I want to do some more deck reviews as well, because I've gotten new decks since I last made videos. And please follow me on Instagram. I'm at Aqua Moon Visions. That's all one word. And I really appreciate watching. I hope to see you again here soon. I hope to be back soon with another video. Thank you. Bye.